Well, folks, they did it to us again. And I'll tell you what, tonight couldn't have been any more frustrating. Let's take a look at this coming up. Has to be the most frustrating loss I've watched in a year. I mean, I was so frustrated watching this game, guys. So frustrated. It seemed like we weren't going to score a goal the entire night. And when they tied it on their first shot in the third, didn't you guys feel like, and there is absolutely no way I'm going to blame UPL for this loss, even though their goaltending was far better than ours, because it had to be. Whereas UPL wasn't getting a lot of work, and you guys know how that works. Is like, a goalie's in there and he's not getting much action. It's easy to fall cold and be just a step slower all of a sudden, But, looking at this game, I mean, was goaltending the reason we lost? No. And the main thing that I took from this for the majority of this game was our penalty kill was just terrific tonight. And when it came right down to it, I mean, we kept putting ourselves in dumb positions, and that stupid penalty by Samuelson, boneheaded penalty, dumb. Just dumb, guys. There was no call for it. We didn't have to take that penalty. You guys seen it. So I don't know. I don't got much answers for this one. This one is just a frustrating loss. I was so mad watching this game, folks. I'm not going to clip out anything. I can just tell you, we had more hits, we had more shots, we had more scoring chances, we had more crossbars, we had more goalposts. We were just the better team tonight in that game, but we couldn't close the deal. We just couldn't close the deal, and that's what happens when you're on a losing streak, which is what we're on now. We're officially on a losing streak to open this season. And how disappointing is that? I was so pumped, guys, watching the pregame, and, I was feeling really good about the game in the beginning, and the way the crowd was going. It was a nice-sized crowd, too, and it's like, come on, no offense. Which is concerning, because I still don't think that will be the main issue this year, but it is to open the season. One goal a game isn't going to cut it, guys, and a shorthanded goal to boot. We've got, one even-strength goal by a forward in 3 games. I'm right saying that, right? Because Owen Power got one, and it's concerning to say the least. This is really, really disturbing, but part of being a fan, guys, we got to stick by the team, unfortunately, and that's how it feels for me. I'm just so sick and tired of things just not going our way, But we have to make our breaks, and tonight we couldn't cop one. I mean, Tage couldn't hit the broadside of a barn tonight, and I know he had chances. He should have scored, but man, come on, man, Tage should have had 2-3 goals tonight. The chances, the looks he had in this game. Couldn't get one. It was frustrating to watch, to say the least, this game. When Tuck scored that shorty, I screamed like it was Game 7 in overtime. I was so frigging thrilled they finally did something, And that was it. The rest of the night. I mean, Kuemper just closed the door on us tonight. It was frustrating as hell. Of course, we run into a goalie that's playing great in this game. Really, it is infuriating. It's frustrating, surprising. I'm surprised they're 0-3, guys. I didn't think they're going to start like this. I mean, it's early. I'll keep saying it's early, but they can't fall into a 2-8-2 hole or something to start the season. Because if they do that, guys, as well as me, it's going to take all that time to catch up to get back to 500. And by the time you get back to 500, then you could start losing a little bit again. And then you're struggling with the 500 thing all year. Next thing you know, 50 games have passed and you're struggling to be a 500 team. So I don't know what the answer is to this, except work the hell out of them in practice. Maybe all those goals in preseason. I didn't like this preseason. I don't like the way it was organized. I didn't like the way it was scheduled. It just wasn't a real preseason this year. We got to play a few preseason games. We closed out some teams, and that was it. And it leaves us with a false sense of security that everything was probably going to be okay. I felt that way. I felt like, okay, this is good. We're going to have some goals this year. You could tell there's going to be goal scoring on this team. There's been none. Nothing. a goal a game. And we'll just have to see if it gets better, what's going to happen. Because this has the potential to be a disastrous start now, losing this one. Because the best team lost tonight. We were the better team in that game. And then in the third period, LA, look, it's a little normal. What'd they outshoot us? 11-7 in the third, I believe. I mean, it's a little normal. Guys are going to, put some sort of like little string together where they're outplaying us to a degree. But that, getting that early goal in the third was a killer on us. And again, I'm not blaming UPL, because UPL, for the work he had that was in front of him, he did his job tonight. It's not easy. You guys remember Dominic Hasek in his prime, guys? His best games were when he was having to make 35 saves a night, not the games where he had to make 18. Those were the games where Hasek would let in 3 maybe. You guys remember. So, I don't know. It's disappointing. It's discouraging. It's frustrating. it's everything of the above. I know what you guys are going through tonight, because I was so frustrated watching this. Watching this game. Even when it was tied in the third, I was still frustrated watching this game. I was so angry watching this game tonight. I was cursing, swearing. Poor little Rosie's just looking at me like, what's the matter, Dad? I was like, come on. Like, they just couldn't get any offense going. And when they did, they'd hit posts, or they'd miss chances, or they'd make Kuemper look really good, one or the other, Kuemper played well. I don't want to take anything from him. He played really well in nets for them tonight. He made some good saves, came out, challenged. He was good. His positioning was really good for them tonight. But still, it shouldn't have come down to that tonight. We should have had this game buried halfway through. We should have been winning 4-0 in a game like this. So till they find their scoring touch, this is going to be a frustrating season. So we've got to just hang in and see what we can accomplish till we find our way out of this, because that's what we have to do right now. We have to find our way out of this mess. And it's an early mess. It's a young mess. And they did establish, guys, we are the youngest team in hockey once again this year. The Sabres, at least that's what I heard them saying on the stream. The Sabres, once again, are the youngest team in the NHL this year. But that's no excuse to see what I seen today. That's a game that we found a way to lose. That's all I seen in that game, guys. We found a way to lose that game. Because the truth is, we won that game and lost it. And yeah, that's frustrating. So I'll leave it there. I just wanted to throw up a video. I know you guys are going to vent, have fun. I'll see you guys before next game. My goodness, how discouraging is that? I thought I was seeing things at the end. Really, I could not believe Samuelsson took such a dumb penalty. I couldn't believe it. A blatant two-hand slash. Are you out of your mind? We're already shorthanded. We're killing a penalty. It's late. Yes, just because they're not getting many chances all night long doesn't mean that they're just one away. So don't give them a two-man advantage. And then, of course, short after that two-man advantage ended, they scored a few seconds after or something. You guys seen it? It's so bloody frustrating tonight. It's like, I hate to say it, but I felt they were going to lose this game. I felt they were going to lose. And when Samuelsson took that penalty, it's like, oh my God, they're going to find a way to lose this game. And that's exactly what happened tonight. We would be calling for Granato's head if he was still the coach right now. Now, I'm not blaming Lindy. It's too early. They're still finding their way into his system. They are. But if Granato was the coach right now, you guys would be tripping. We got to fire Granato now. That's what we'd all be saying, right? So we've got to get this thing straightened out. We got to get it straightened out soon. I'm leaving this. I've said my piece about the game. I'm frustrated. You're frustrated. Go enjoy tonight, guys. Go watch the show Ghost Wars on. If you haven't seen Ghost Wars on Netflix, go check it out. It's a pretty good show. I'm into that show, so I'm going to go watch that tonight. I'm going to get my mind off the Sabres. I'm going to put the video out to you guys. I wish you guys a good night. I'll see you soon. Be well, be safe, guys. And we'll talk hockey another time. I'm too frustrated right now with what's going on. I really, really am. I feel like very betrayed right now. I don't like feeling betrayed. Not good with that. Have a good night, guys. See you soon.